Hi guys! Welcome back to Dynamic DIYs. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this clay. So it's a pretty easy thing. You basically just need to mix together a few ingredients. And it's perfect for making things out of it, like normal clay, or just using and playing with it as slime. Just the right amount of sticky so that it can bond together to make something, or it's just fun to play with. You can also customize this as your very own color. Mine's just plain white. But I honestly do love this clay and it is pretty amazing. So as usual, remember to watch the end for a hint on what my next video is going to be. Let's get to the materials now. So to make your clay, you're going to be needing a bowl and a spoon of some sort, glue, and a measuring cup. I'm using half a cup, but you can use 1 cup or 1/4 cup. Those are going to be your main measurements, so it does not matter which one of those you use. You're also going to be needing some water and a Ziploc. The Ziploc is just going to be to store your clay at the very end. So you can use a Ziploc, a plastic bag, an airtight container. Basically just something you'd store your slime in. You're also going to be needing a very little bit of oil. Basically, you're going to need like less than a spoon of oil. You're also going to be needing some powder. It can be any white powder. Just make sure it's not like flour or something because that does not go in clay. I'm going to be using baby powder because that's the first thing I saw at Walmart. So, and you're also going to be needing tissue paper, newspaper, makeup tissues, or Kleenex. If you use tissue paper or newspaper, you're going to soak it overnight. But if you use Kleenex or makeup tissues, you're going to be soaking them for 30 minutes. So just to give you guys an estimate, these 10 tissue papers are literally taller than me. I'm surprised it actually tore. And you just want to tear these into pieces that are no bigger than an inch, which is really hard to do when your tissue paper is like an inch thick. If you have like a paper shredder, now would be the time to use it. Okay, so I'll be back once and if I finish shredding this. Okay. Okay guys, so I am finally done tearing up my tissue paper, and what I discovered is that either my tissue paper hates me or it is way stronger than me. But right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna soak our tissue paper or newspaper. So once again, if you use tissue paper or newspaper, you're gonna soak it overnight. And if you use Kleenex or makeup tissues, you're gonna soak this for 30 minutes. So I have my glass of water here, and you wanna So I added about 3/4 of my glass. And right now my tissue paper is really soft, it's really combined, and you don't want to like squish it so all the water gets out. You actually just want it to leave. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish this glass of water because if there's extra I can always take it out, but if there's less then I really don't want to soak this again. So I poured in all of my water and now I'll be back to you guys after the soak. Okay guys, so I let this soak overnight and I don't have a lot of water left at the bottom, but I have a lot of water inside my tissue paper. So what we're going to do is we want to take as much tissue paper as you can, and we're just going to we're going to squeeze it together and we're going to take the water out of it. And you want to form your little paper tissue scraps or whatever it is that you're using into a ball. The great thing about this tissue paper pulp is that you can always make some clay with this pulp like 2 to 3 months later. So here I have it, and here's my half cup. So this is how much clay I'm going to be making. Okay, so I stored the remaining of my pulp and I dumped out all of the water inside my bowl here. So now we're going to put our pulp back inside whatever it is that you're using, because now that we have it measured, we know how much glue and powder to add. So you want to take your glue and you want to add double the amount of your pulp. So since I have half cup, I'm going to add 1 cup of glue. This glue is going to be the basic bonding material for your clay. And yes, it is necessary to make this really sticky so we can dry it up, just because that's how the clay works. Paper mache and our glue really just bond together. If you want right now, you can also just sort of break up your tissue paper a little more if for some reason yours is not mixing well. With your knuckles. Okay guys, so I am done mixing my glue paper mache mix, and this took me a good half hour to do just because I realized my paper mache. So it took me a while to break the whole thing down and sort of squish it. You should have been able to do this in like 2 to 5 minutes. And right now it is better to just mix with your hands, because that's really just gonna help blending the whole thing in. However, you can also do that after your clay is all done and made, if that's something you'd rather not do right now. I'll be back once my clay is ready. So we're going to take the little bit of oil that we had, we're going to put it on our hands, and you want to rub it on your hands real good. And then we're going to rub that oil on our clay. And you want to make sure you rub it on real good, so that way it's going to make your clay much more workable and not nearly as sticky. So you want to make sure you stretch your clay out a lot when you do this, because that way it's going to make sure the oil gets to all parts of the clay. So you want to stretch it out and you still want to play with it. And if yours is still sticky, you can always just add some more oil. Basically, you just want to keep adding oil until your clay is non-sticky or very, very less sticky. So basically, you're gonna want to fix, you want to just the exact way you do with slime. You just knead it and play with it, and soon enough it's gonna be non-sticky and like clay. So I'll be back after this is done. Great for making things with, and it's also just like something you can play with as slime. So I think it's pretty great. So if you like your clay, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 50 subscribers, so for more people, I really need you. Half a year to a year, which is pretty amazing. Also, a fidget toy. So anyways, I'll see you guys on next time. Bye!